last time on Freedom Planet, we saved the world. And this time, we're going to do a few extra things before we begin the No Death Mila playthrough. So, we're not going to be playing 1.15 for much longer, and there's a good reason for that. Well, that's because Mila does not have a story mode in this particular version. That was added with 1.20.4, I believe. It was one of the versions after the Wii U port was released. Anyways, I'm going to show off some extra stuff with Carol, and the next part with it, I will be showing off the classic mode, and, well, you get the idea. I'll be going through classic mode in under 90 minutes. So, let's show off some of Carol's exclusive stuffs, as well as some of her outtakes. So, we've seen these cutscenes before, nothing has changed here, I might as well commentate over it. After Torque shot down Brevin's ship, it lands somewhere near Shuigong snowfields. So, this is a zone you would see late into the game, as you saw from me playing as Lilac. So, here's going to be a little bit something different I'll do for this. I'll be showing off the outtakes this way. And I'm not going to go for a no-death run just yet. This will be me getting 7,000 crystals off screen. If you want me to do a no-death run, that'll come later.
Where are you going? I have to make sure they're okay. Can't you be Little Miss Hero Pants some other time? Carol, you stupid furball! Go take your flea bath some other time! I gotta go check on those civilians, because we won't be able to get through the plot if I don't! Fine, I'll go by myself. Maybe...
Okay, so that particular blooper was because of Lilac's voice actress. Well,
I better help.
it was because of Lilac's voice actress, Dawn M. Bennett. Well, she was having one of those days where she just couldn't get any of her lines correctly, so I might as well just show off Carol. This will be a longer than normal playthrough through, Dragon Valley. And that's because I'm going for the Gem Hoarder achievement, which I have an easier time getting with characters like Mila or Lilac. And I'll be getting the rest of the speedrunner achievements through... Well, the rest of the speedrunner achievements through, the classic mode speedrun. So, yeah, I will not be going through all of Carol's playthrough here, because I think I can show that later on. Carol's a character I wish I can run as well as Lilac, and even Mila, but no, I cannot. I cannot run Carol. So yeah, might as well show you off more of Dragon Valley and the paths less traveled. This is basically one of the paths you want to take if you're doing a speedrun of Dragon Valley. And I am trying to look for every last crystal flower and stuff like that. So, yeah. And of course, you see one of the unfortunate things that can happen and what can make a Carol player die on the inside, the destruction of your bike. The bike is, like, very fragile. Because if it takes too many hits, it will break, and no one likes that. So, most players tend to try to hold on to the bike as much as possible. So, yeah. Anyways, that pathway is where I would come from if I decided to take like the little corkscrew path downwards instead of taking the higher path. And as you can tell, I'm already taking the lower pathway. This is where you would come from if you took the higher path, and because of that, well, you can already tell I have the one star card here. I'm not sure what would be the fastest time to beat Freedom Plant while gathering 7,000 crystals. I honestly want to see someone do that. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep my bike for once, but I'm not going to try going for a no-death run through adventure mode with Carol just yet. That's going to be safe for a little down the road. I've done it as Mila, I've done it as Lilac, but I am not ready to do it as Carol. There are certain bosses that I would need more time to do it as Carol, and I'm waiting for a good day to do that. So, since we're here, I might as well show off the legitimate way to get past this. Now, I could just hop off my bike and put this, and go past the switch, but no. And as you saw from when I was playing earlier, those little those little red platforms, these are these are jump pads for Carol. And here's a little something that Carol can do that's much harder for me, Lilac to do. Yeah. I can do that. Now, in any version prior to, well, the 1.20 versions, the criteria for Gem Hoarder was 7,000 crystals. 7,000. It was lowered to 6,000 to try to, in an attempt to try to make it so Torque can feasibly get it. Unfortunately, Torque's DLC didn't come out, and so yeah. Though, if it makes people feel better, I'll try to do a no-death run of Trap Hideout as Carol. And unfortunately, that would mean me doing a no-death run of Trap Hideout as Carol again for when I have to do the one thing. And believe me, I'm going to hate doing the no-death run as Carol. And as you can see, I lost my bike already. Now there's some things I should probably tell you about well, Dragon Valley. It can be a very vertical level if you know where to explore. And there are some things you may even forget they're there. I mean, I could have gone up there, but I can't. Anyway. So, this part right here. It's very easy for Carol to go on these jump pads and get to this area, which Lilac wishes she can get up to. This is basically your reward for exploring. And there's one thing that I can do here is skip this one section. Ooh! And with that I can get the water shield right here, and as you saw, I've already gotten the star card for this area. You can actually skip this one section if you decide to just take this pathway. Oh, so that's where the Tau token for Dragon Valley was. I can't believe I missed it. Then again, I took the higher path, so that explains it. But yeah, you can completely skip that section by going there. But if you want to go back to the main path, there is a way to get back to it. As you can see, I can't knock that thing over with Carol on the bike, but I can very least go over it, so... Oh. But my times are going to be abysmal with Carol. But I know that when I get to the no-death run with Carol, you guys better be thankful that I'm going to be mad enough to do a no-death run with each of the characters. And if Torque ever gets finished, yes, I'll try to do a no-death run with him as well. I will show off some bits of Torque. However, the one thing I cannot show off with Torque is a no-death run with his exclusive stage, at least at the time of this video being uploaded. I want to see... Nope. Ah, darn it. Almost got up there. Ah, shoot. There's like a little hidden alcove. I'll probably show it off as Torque if I get bored enough. But, oh shoot. But there's a hidden alcove with a load of crystals up there. Ah shoot. Let me see if I can actually get up there. Oh! Wait. Oh, yes! Yeah, it's right here. If you're skilled enough with the platforming, you can get up here and you can nab some crystals. I'll just nab an earth shield for the road. Just so we can get more crystals. I don't know if there's any way for Carol to just skip this section. Unfortunately, I lost my Earth Shield. Come on. Or, like... And when Carol's on the bike underwater, she has this little propeller that's attached to her bike. And this allows her to drive the bike underwater. Think of it like Mario Kart 7 and 8's, like... darn it. Come on. Get up the thing. Ah, shoot. Ow, bloody. Anyway. The thing is that I don't want to try dying too much because... Well, I think I would lose my, lose the crystals I would have had. Anyways, I'm going so far ahead of the boulder that I was actually, like, off-screening it. But yeah, another thing I'll show off is some of Carol's finishes and stuff to show off some of her achievements. So I'll definitely show off the Shane to Academy achievements as well. But I have a harder time playing as Carol because despite being combat oriented, you have to be really good with her combat because she doesn't have nearly as many mobility options as Lilac. Anyways, if you do that, like if you finish the boss with the wild cake, you get the wild cake finish.
That's totally awesome. Did you see that?
So yeah. I'll probably just skip to other stages as well. So back in a moment. After showing off the one achievement, there is an outtake in this cutscene as well.
So what are you doing out here? The skies haven't been safe for days.
Someone is about to steal the Kingdom Stone, and I have to stop them.
The Kingdom Stone? That's impossible.
Yeah, only I could steal it.
You wish.
Well, it's already happening. Marizawa's sending troops in disguise to the ancient temple. I have to warn them.
Carol and I are pretty fast. We could run right.
I'm sorry.
The one thing I like about this blooper is Torque and Carol's faces, especially Carol's. I mean, look at that face. It looks like he's just failing to hold back a laughter. Anyways, let's move on to the next stage. Back in a moment. Now that we're here at this part with Carol, we have to fight that mid-boss you see right there, that claw. Goodness gracious, that's loud. And yeah, she doesn't exactly make it, as you can tell. And it would, despite her being able to stand on the ground or stuff like that, she won't be able to make it. She won't be able to make it to the one thing. And this is probably one of the few times you're actually hearing the first song, like Panic or Chase or something like that. Anyways, this is the claw mid boss, and this is probably gonna be the only time you're ever gonna see this thing. So push the emerald they had conveniently located onto the top of the truck and immediately destroy the engine. And we are now entering Relic Maze 2. So since there's not much we can talk about with Relic Maze 2 that hasn't already been said in the Lilac playthrough, or when we go over in the Mila playthrough, well, I'll see you guys in a moment. Now we're here in the ending of part 2, and you see that gem right there. Now what I did in the initial Let's Play was just let it try to stab me. Here's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to try to attack the little gem that it has, and avoid its little shockwave effects. Because a lot of enemies in this game have shockwave attacks. I mean a lot of them. Go up here for some hidden stuff, and there you go. Now there's something I'm hoping I can actually try. I've only heard about this happening, but I'm not sure if I can actually do it. Now, as you can see, Carol cannot get past this part. Like, there's no road for her to roll on. She can't even do the wild claw on it. So we have to take a different way. Wall jump. And that's how you get and this is where she'll get to the next part. So let me see if I can try it. Nope, darn it.
Spade? What's he doing here?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? That's the Kingdom Stone!
So? I needed to find my father's killer. Not like a couple traitors like yourselves would care.
I'd rather be called a traitor than a murderer.
The Scarves left us no choice.
And you've left me no choice. Still training, I see.
You wanna fight? Come and get it!
I'd love to stay and dance, but Mayor Zhao's got a tight schedule. Besides, if something else is guarding this thing, I'd hate to be around when it wakes up.
You're insane, you know that? You're never gonna get away with it.
We'll see about that.
He'll never make it out.
But we should. Come on!
Anyways, let's get started with the next boss fight, and we're going to do the Wild Claw finish on it. Now, here comes the last phase. Both of its eyes are broken out. This is a stage where Carol is unable to get her bike. It's impossible for her to have her bike in this stage, and I think the game would practically soft lock if you tried to bring her bike to past the midway point. Come on. Now you can actually use the cheating device to actually trick the game to go to different frames that you're not supposed to. Got it! And there is Wild Claw finish.
Feel my power!
And we're already to 883 with this, so, yeah. Now, Carol does have some exclusive bits to this cutscene, so I'll show that, and then we'll skip to the next part of this playthrough, that is. Or, next part of this, story. Hey, that's actually what I wanted for this next stage, so let's go. Wild Claw finished.
Can't break it!
Don't worry about it. Keep going.
But I'm through it! How did I... Carol! Carol! I'm over here! You made it out.
Your ear!
It's just a scratch. I'm fine.
Well, we better find Torque and get home so I can patch it up.
Anyways, I believe this just leads back to the normal cutscenes, so I will be back in a moment with the blooper for Fortnite. Greetings, everyone. We are back with more of Carol's exclusive part of the playthrough, and I want to show some bloopers. To start off, we you know the one scene where Lilac gets a phone call from General Gong? It's completely skipped because, well, it's Lilac and not Carol, so...
Hey, up and at 'em. We've got adventuring to do.
Oh, 5 more minutes. Ow!
A dog!
Carol?
I was wondering when you'd be awake.
You can blame Carol for that. She sleeps for like half a day.
Totally worth it.
Well, anyway, I got a big call from that big panda guy I told you. What?
A big call! Because the panda is big!
Anyway, let's just skip straight to the cutscene in Fortnite because there is one more blooper there, and it'll be one of the last few bloopers for a little while. So, back in a moment. And here we are at Shengmu.
You just had to follow me here, didn't you?
How did you know we were coming?
You seemed pretty determined to get that stone back.
So you're the thief Lilac was talking about.
I've been called worse.
Where is it?
I've already finished the job. It's time for my brother to play his hand.
Your brother?
Prince Dale of Prince... This is hard to be cool and suave while being informative at the same time. God damn my coolness.
Prince Dale of Shwigon.
Really?
When he finds the man who murdered our father, there will be no mercy for the kingdom responsible.
We know who's responsible.
Nice try.
Will you just hold on a minute and let us explain?
What, so you can throw me off again with your lies? Thanks, but I've had enough.
Everyone, split up! We'll cut him off with a huge shopping mall over there.
Got it.
Anyways, if in case you didn't know already, you hold down and press special to trigger those cutscenes. Go down here, not only will you get 3 free elemental orbs, but you start off with a motorcycle. You might wanna try to keep this motorcycle as much as possible. But yeah. It was supposed to be Spade that was gonna say Prince Dale Shuigang, but he had the hardest. But Sean Chiplock had the hardest time trying to say it. And as a little bit of a factoid here, I actually got to meet Sean Chiplock in real life. I even have his autograph in one of a piece of fan art of mine. Anyways, there's not much different that I could show off in this Fortune Night for Carol. So I think I'll just skip straight to the boss. And well, actually no, there's a mid-boss in this part of the stage, so I might as well show that off up here. It's one that Lilac faces once in the game. Come on, fire that laser. So I might as well just try to gather as much crystals as I can and get over to there as quickly as possible. As you can tell, because of my Earth Shield, I am gathering crystals left and right, and yeah. I might as well show off some of the different paths I didn't take. So these are paths I usually would take if I'm playing normally. And the one thing I just noticed that I did not switch it to hard, but since I've already done it with Lilac, I'll probably just switch it back to hard on upon visiting Sky Battalion. These enemies can get really obnoxious at times. So time to shoot some air. Try to get some noise in here. So yeah, gather just every time you see, just gather as many crystals as you can, like I'm doing right here. All I can say is just explore every nook and cranny for crystals. This is how you're gonna get Gem Hoarder. And yes, Carol can ride up ladders with a motorcycle. I don't know how that works. Well, then again, this thing can ride up walls, so I shouldn't be too surprised. And the Flame Shield was able to take out those enemies. Oh my goodness gracious. Anyways, if you're going for Gem Hoarder, you do want to harm this thing a lot. Because there are a lot of crystals inside that thing. That is probably going to be a lot of noise that Vegas is going to see. Oops. And go all the way up here, and you will land in the nice area. It's going to be a big source of crystals, a 1-up, and, well, you get the idea. I'm gonna try make sure I get as much as I can. This place is a great source of getting those elemental orbs, especially if you're playing as Torque. And as such, well, we got a little laser that's gonna be chasing us, and thank goodness we have a bike. So this is another one of those pathways I did not take in the Lilac playthrough, but I will show off here. So when that's all done and good, let's just go straight to the mid-boss if we can. Whoa. This is how we're gonna get to the mid-boss as Carol, and holy cow, she has an elaborate way of entering it. This mid-boss is actually loaded, like, if you took the higher path, this boss is actually, actually, loaded. It just, like, you can actually attack its hitbox and, it just disappear for a moment. And there is another clear for hers, the motorcycle clear. It's for finishing a boss using the motorcycle. If you didn't get it with any of the previous levels, you would most likely get it here. Anyways, since there's not much different with Fortune Knight 2, I'm just gonna skip to the end of this level. So back in a moment. And we are back here with, the boss. As you can see, now, if you didn't have a bike before that, Carol will automatically jump on the bike. She spends the entire boss fight on this bike, and this boss fight, if you're too cocky, Now, don't worry about taking damage on this thing. It's impossible. It's impossible to lose the bike here. You can still die, but you won't lose the bike. Ugh. Now, you want to end this fight by doing the bike spin. This is your best way. This is probably the most guaranteed way of getting the bike finish on in this game. So, we have a few bits of exclusive. We have a few bits of exclusivity here and there, and the last part we'll cover here would be the last part we'll cover here would be the Sky Battalion cutscenes. After that, despite there being the cutscenes that are exclusive to Carol, they are also exclusive to Mila, and as such, I will only I'll only show off the cutscenes that are exclusive to both Carol and Mila when I do the Mila part of the playthrough. So, yeah. Yeah, let's go for this. And there you go, motorcycle finish.
That was totally awesome. Did you see that? You were like, take that, and I was like, pow, pow.
Not so fast, Commander! If you're searching for the stone, you might want to look up. Enjoy your victory!
Stop! We gotta go after them.
Those airships would ghost us from a mile away. Remember what happened to me in the valley?
But says... There has to be a way. What about Mayor Zhao?
It's gone! My one chance for re-election is gone! You! Over there!
He's royalty? You have to bow.
Oh.
Very good. Rise. Were you the ones who disposed of this wretched mechanical beast?
You bet we are.
Glorious! As a token of my appreciation, I offer each of you free reign over Zhao's shopping paradise. With this coupon, for 5% off selected brands. Aw, what the heck? Why don't I just invite you over to dinner? My treat.
You mean a royal feast? I am pretty hungry.
What about the stone?
That scoundrel Prince took it from me! I won't even be able to chase him until my ships are repaired.
Well, Mayor Zhao, we would be honored to be your guest this evening.
Follow me, then. I shall drown your sorrows in delicious chow mein. Don't worry about taking turns. I'm sure you must be hungry. So have at it!
There are a few things I never got to comment on this scene. Look at Mila's feet! Look how fast they're going! Is she really that excited for sushi? Feet that fast, you can have her run on a generator and she'd power up the town in minutes! Anyway.
I love sushi! Me too!
Whoa, 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 whoa. You both like something? Is this the end of the world?
So, what's that giant head on the wall over there?
That's the pride of my collection. An ancient statue modeled after the dragons of the before time.
What's special about them compared to, someone like Lilac?
What's special? Ha! Did you come from another planet or something?
Sorry.
Long ago, a magnificent creature soared across Avalis in a ball of fire. When it landed, our ancestors were so captivated by its power and beauty that they built 3 kingdoms in its honor.
Shangmu, Shangtu, and Shuigang?
Bingo! And when the cities were built, the dragon transformed into the legendary Kingdom Stone we know and love today. The same stone that was heartlessly yanked away from me.
You took it first.
Carol, manners.
Sorry.
Why did you take it? Why now?
Shangmu is on the brink of an energy crisis. With the stone in our hands, we could have solved it overnight.
Well, that worked out well.
I don't think this energy crisis of yours is an accident. I think it's deliberate, and I think we know who is responsible.
Anyways, now with that part uninterrupted, I will see you with, with Sky Battalion. Back in a moment. So, Sky Battalion. There's one difference that separates Mila and Carol from Lilac's version of the stage. Or, well, Mila, Carol, and Tor, technically. Be careful of those missiles because they actually hurt. Anyways, we're gonna start with the fire ship first because it's one of the more immediate differences here. As such, we'll be trying to go we will be going after any crystals that we can. And, as you can see with the wood shield, well, if I gather enough crystals, I get a free health pedal in return. Unfortunately, we lost it. Also, see that? That's the power of why speedrunners like the wild kick, is because it also acts as some sort of parry to allow players to avoid damage. And believe me, a lot of players do make good use of it, and there are some uses that I think I should show you when we get to covering the end game of this playthrough. Yeah, be careful of that. But there is a lot of crystals in this part of the ship, and I want to try getting as many as possible. But after I get past this ship, I'll just go straight to the boss of this area. So yeah, you can already see how many lives I'm getting, and unfortunately I did not switch back to hard mode like I should have, but oh well. Gotta look a lot of places for crystals. And I'm not sure if there's anything new up there, so... Oh, crap! I want to keep the shield. because there are lots of crystals in this area. Well, of course there's a lot of crystals in this game. There's more than 25. If there wasn't that many crystals, I'd be playing Crash 2. And we're not getting to that Let's Play until after, oh, I don't know, Doom? So yeah, gather as many crystals as you can from this area, and unfortunately because I lost my Earth Shield, I am not going to be able to have an easy time getting these said crystals. Oh! And be careful about those enemies. So what does Carol and Mila in Torque fight instead? Well, it's a helicopter. The same helicopter... Well, the same helicopter that... Well, the same helicopter that is seen in Battle Glacier, and it's also the same helicopter that can be seen being ridden on by, well, Spade. So, because I don't have a bike, I can't exactly ride back to... I can't exactly free fall back to the main ship, so we're gonna go to the middle ship next. But not that it matters because I'm going to be taking care of it off screen. Back in a moment. I almost forgot to press the record button on this, so I might as well.
That chance, Buster.
So you have chosen death. How pathetic!
Oh, come on. Anyways, this like each character has their own line of dialogue for each boss fight, and has their own ways of approaching said boss fight. Meaning that this boss fight is a little bit tricky with Carol, if I do say so myself. So use that wild kick as a way to dodge those balls of electricity that Dale has. Now, unless you have a metal shield, which I don't, you don't want to be caught in the attack of a metal ball or anything. But I don't think anything's immune to my true power attack. Whenever he says that, I think you're like close to the final phase of him. And for some reason, yeah, this attack, it hurts. So don't get hit by it. He's gonna probably do that one attack. And there you go.
This is far from over!
Feel my power!
Unfortunately, we did not get a Tau token, so no bonus stage.
Huh. So that's why your airships are
Why did
bullshit.
Mila just moonwalk back to here?
How could Zhao do this?
He must have thought we were all he needed.
We would have been ready if he had told us. No wonder Brevon's gotten away with everything. Our leaders are too brain dead to pay attention to anything but themselves. Never mind. I don't know.
It's all right. How far is the closest city?
Shang-Tu is just a few miles east. The river should take us there.
We'll give that panda guy an update on our situation. The Magister might be able to help.
I hope he believes us.
So, how did you two meet anyway? A green cat and a purple dragon girl seem like a weird mix.
I have no good, joke for that.
Yeah, we were part of a street gang called the Red Scarves. We used to make crazy money from martial arts tournaments.
Is that where you met Spade?
Yeah, he was cool at first, but things got weird.
Why?
Well, there's lines we don't cross, and he crossed them.
If Spade is Prince Dale's brother, doesn't that make him a prince too?
I guess so. He never talked about it.
Look, everyone! The city!
And that's basically as much as we're gonna get from Carol's side of things until the no death Mila playthrough comes along. So I'll see you for basically clearing the final dreadnought. We're cutting ahead a lot of progress, and I'm probably not going to record it until like tomorrow or the next day. So, to the future!